Call to order this meeting of Monongalia County Commission for November 15, 2017. Please note for the record that all commissioners are present. If you would, stand for a moment of silent meditation and then the pledge to the flag. Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Renetta. Let's have consent and approval, please.
We have no exonerations to approve this morning.
Wow.
Minutes for November the 8th, 2017. Vouchers for General County, 126, 321.27, 911, 5,633.54, Chestnut Ridge Park, $3,079.05, Mason-Dixon Park, Camp Muffley, $60, Mason-Dixon Park, $991.14, Assessor's Valuation, $245.09, Star City TIF, $191, $315.39, Morgantown Industrial TIF, $37,420.05, Mon General TIF, $314, $338.41, University Town Center TIF, $701, $209.64, Purchasing Card Vouchers, General County, $27,055.49, 911, $10,132.84, Chestnut Ridge Park, $451.33, for a voucher total of $1,418,253.29. We have budget revisions, state approval in General County, dams and dredging, account number 720, public safety capital outlay 961, law enforcement 700, and courthouse 424. Position vacancies for boards and authorities: the West Run BZA, Planning Commission, Mon County Historic Landmarks Commission, Deputy Sheriff Civil Service Commission, and the Camp Muffley Advisory Board. Fiduciary orders for November the 15th, 2017.
Move for approval.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Are there any introductions of any new employees, any personnel changes? Hearing none, we will move to comments from the public. We're now open for comments from the public. Seeing no one stepping forward, we are now closed for comments from the public. Thank you. Colleen, have we any grants?
Sure do, sir.
Good.
I have, the first one is the reimbursement for the Emergency Management Performance Grant in the amount of $54,302. The next one is for the VOCA grant in the amount of $5,975.27. Next is JJDP DMC grant in the amount of $5,766.06. There's another JJDP grant. This is the Voices 2 in the amount of $1,420.98. Then I have the Governor's Highway Safety Program impaired driving, $5,512.56. And lastly, I have the Day Report Center grant in the amount of $15,119.48.
Okay.
Move for approval.
Second.
Been properly moved and second for approval and signature. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next, we have the website design and support opening and cost proposals. Sean?
Okay. We have received 5 proposals in response to our website development RFP. We just finished up the technical evaluations. We had our IT staff do a technical evaluation, and they presented me with preliminary results. And then we had demonstrations, which we allowed the vendors. We set them up via WebEx. We did 4 of them on Monday and 1 of them on yesterday. So those have all been completed, and now the technical evaluations are finalized, and the IT department gave them to me this morning. So now the next step is to open up the cost proposals, which we have these 5 proposals. And the 5 vendors are Civic Plus, MindMerge, Revise, TSG, and WVNet. So I'll go ahead and pass these down. There's 2 for Tom. Here's 2 for you, and I'll open up 1.
So you gave me the plastic one, which I know was always hard to open. Thank you. Sorry.
Not a problem.
In compensation, he did provide me with a small envelope, so.
My first one is my merge cost proposal. Total firm fixed cost offer is $16,000, and then there's an annual hosting maintenance of $750.
Okay, next we have from Revise out of Troy, Michigan, which is a cost of $8,300 with a posting maintenance beginning in the second year of $1,800.
Wow.
Okay.
And I have, the one I have is WVNet. Their total cost is $9,999 with an annual maintenance fee of $205 per month.
Okay.
What was that, John?
$205 per month.
I have Technology Services Group out of Triadelphia, West Virginia. Their fixed cost is $17,370, and their maintenance cost is $2,778.
Just to confirm, you shouldn't do math in public, that's why I checked real quick. The 250 would be $2460 a year,
Okay.
so that we're on the same footing.
Okay. And lastly, we have from Civic Plus, a total year one cost of $29,221 with an annual second year hosting and maintenance of $3,701.
So with the commission's permission, I will look through the cost evaluations and make sure that everybody was responding to what we had asked, so to make sure that these are all within the competitive range, and then do the combined analysis with the technical evaluations that we completed, and I should be able to come back next week with a recommendation.
That will be fine. I don't think we need a motion on that. Okay. Thank you. Correspondence, Renetta.
Just have one item that came in. Mountain Line Transit, their October 2017 financial performance report for the Transit Authority as per our levy agreement with them, for levy funds.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Any unfinished business before mission? Hearing none, we'll move on to new business. Consideration to approve appointments to the Clay Patel Public Service District and the Mon County Abandoned and Dilapidated Property Enforcement Agency.
We have advertised those vacancies. The Public Service District, it didn't have a vacancy, but they just had a term expire. Gary Steele wishes to be reappointed. His term expired October 31st, and so would you wish to reappoint him?
Move for approval.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second for approval, reappointment. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, the Mon County Abandoned and Dilapidated Property Enforcement, we did have a vacancy. Mike Paul, who actually is our floodplain coordinator, GIS coordinator, he has actually applied. I think he would be a really good asset
Yes.
to have on.
I agree.
I agree.
Move for approval.
Second.
Been properly moved and second for approval. Mike, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Any others?
No, that's all for that item.
Next, to consider the confirmation of appointments made by other entities to the Deputy Sheriff's Civil Service Commission and the Local Emergency Planning Committee.
Okay, the deputy, I have a letter here from Andrew Meek. He's the president of the Bar Association. They make an appointment to the Deputy Sheriff's Civil Service Commission, and they are again appointing Jacob Stout, so he will just be continuing. He was serving, and his appointment expired. I'm not exactly sure what the date was, but they want him to continue serving. And then Danny Camden, he is part of the LEPC, which is the Local Emergency Planning Committee. Danny Camden is an officer for the University Police, and he wishes to be reappointed, so we just need to confirm those two.
So moved.
Second, it's been properly moved and second for reappointment. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. To consider approving a letter addressed to Secretary Tom Smith of the West Virginia Department of Transportation in strong support of the I-79 Connector Project approved as part of the Roads to Prosperity Road Bond Amendment.
Do you want me to read it?
I don't know that it's necessary to read the letter.
Okay, well, I'll move to support the letter with discussion.
Second.
Been properly moved and second for discussion.
Yeah. I want to honestly admit I had a whole thing to say, and I heard Sean Sakura on the radio, who did an exceptional job, and I feel that what he is basically saying is to confirm what the public knows and this community knows, and we move forward together. And I think that he said it quite well, and that's all I'm going to say.
I agree.
Well, thank you. Okay. Yes, you were very eloquent this morning. All in favor of this? All, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay. To consider for approval requisition number 2 for the University Town Center EODD Special District Excise Tax Revenue Refunding and Improvement Bond Series 2017A.
Okay, I received a requisition from Corey Slider. He's part of the Westridge Group. He has sent me a requisition for $5,076,670.35. The requisition and attached documentation has been reviewed by MuniCap as part of their agreement, and they have approved the requisition. So he just needs your approvals and signature.
Move for approval.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second for approval. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. To consider for adoption a bond authorizing a resolution and order which would authorize the issuance by the County Commission of not more than $6 million aggregate principal amount of tax increment revenue and refunding bonds, Series 2017A, Morgantown Industrial Park Phase 2 project for the purposes of refunding the County Commission's outstanding Series 2009 property tax increment revenue bonds, paying cost of the design, acquisition, construction, and equipping of the amended project plan for Monongalia County Redevelopment District Number 2, Morgantown Industrial Park, and paying cost of issuance for the Series 2017A bonds and related costs.
Move for adoption with discussion.
It's with discussion.
It's been
Second.
properly moved and seconded.
Come on down.
Tom, would you care to give a shortened
Yeah,
version?
a layman's version.
Yes, an enlightened version of my readings.
Yes.
How challenging that can be
I
sometimes.
know.
But good morning. Good to see you
morning.
all again.
Good morning.
Tom Amon with Steptoe and Johnson, the bond counsel for the Industrial Park TIF project. So as you'll recall, Glenn Adrian, developer of En route for the industrial park, we were here probably a month and a half ago for a bond order, which you all had approved. But at that time, it was for a developer-placed bond. Subsequent to that, some banks have shown some interest in actually purchasing the bonds. So instead of a developer placement, we're utilizing a placement with MVB Bank. They're going to purchase the entire bond, and that will be to repay the existing bond, 2009, and also finance some additional improvements at the park. Just to give you some rough numbers, potential additional project fund monies of about $3.5 million. The existing bond balance is about 1.9, some funds on deposit for those bonds. So after applying that, about 1.7 for the payoff. Those bond proceeds will be available for draw requests through requisitions that you're familiar with, that you've done today. So bonds will be funded at closing to pay off the 9 bonds for an initial draw on the project fund and to pay the closing costs. And then subsequent to that, the remaining amount of the bonds will be available to, on a drawdown basis to pay additional costs on approval by the purchaser MVB of each draw request. So that's how that will work. The ordinance approves all the document forms for the bond. What we typically do, the trust indenture, development agreement, the commitment letter from MVB Bank. Let's see, I should probably get you I think it's 5.15% interest rate. And the term is the remaining life of the district, June 1, 2033.
Good.
So approving all the document forms, the commitment from MVB, the 2 requisitions at closing on the project fund and to pay the closing costs, and authorizing execution and delivery by the president of the commission. So if there's any questions,
I
happy
think
to.
it's really commendable to see the involvement of the community and seeing a bank step up,
Yes.
to do this.
Yep.
Really. So
MVB's been a good partner on a number of the TIF projects.
it's excellent.
Which also says that, I think on base of the county, the successfulness of
Yes.
what we are doing, and makes it a lot easier, and we appreciate it.
Absolutely. The banks are interested in working in Mon County and with the city as well.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
Again, and thanks to Glenn and his company for what
Yes.
you're doing out there at the industrial park.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Is there any other new business?
Excuse me.
Hearing none. Reports from elected officials. Seeing none. Sean? Reports from county commissioners.
Actually, things have slowed down a little bit this week. Last
They
week
have.
was a whirlwind. I was in meetings all day long. I think this week, we have our MMPO meeting Thursday, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
we do.
We do.
That's the only thing really on my agenda. I really didn't have too much else to say. I guess the radio interview took it all out of me. So I'll go ahead and defer.
Okay. Tom?
Yes, I'm handing the 2 sheets if you hand one to Sean. We'd like to keep an update, Jamie and I, on the monthly comparisons for recycling. I'd like the public to know that from January through October, we have recycled 554.37 tons of recycling material, which means it's not going into the landfill. As you notice, we've increased 11 tons in the county on the Saturday program that we have, but we, for some reason, have a lowering rate in Westover, and it's always full, so we're not too sure about why, and we're monitoring them and trying to figure that out. But still, 554.37 tons when we were doing very little, less than about 15 or 20 a couple of years ago. So I want to thank the community for supporting the recycling program. Sean might not remember, but he and I both went to the Boys and Girls Clubs
Yes.
and attended that, and we represented the county commission in an exceptional morning program, and it was just appreciative of what we were doing. I also was fortunate to represent the county commission, the health department, the dental department. Dan Carey added a new room, equipment, and expansion, and it's amazing how he has turned that dental program around, and I'm sure Ed probably talk better than I can on it. But everything going extremely well, and we'll look forward to next week and in 2 weeks the meeting of the subdivision regulation. So we continue to try and publicly get out all the information.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, the main reason for the success is continuity.
Yeah.
When you had Nancy there for so many years, and now Dan stepping into the same role and being there, in other words, and he has really done an exceptional job. Had planning commission last weekend. Nothing of real note. Tomorrow, as Sean knows, we will have the MMPO, and historical society meeting will be on Friday. Anybody that's wanting to join the historical society is certainly willing to come out. I'll even pay your $10 meal fee if we get new members. So all are welcome. Hearing nothing else, I'll have a move for adjournment.
I did forget to report one
Okay,
thing.
sorry.
Prior to our conversation last year about the fire hydrant, Renetta talked to Phil. We're working through a document. The surveyor is going to actually survey the spot so we actually can, tell exactly what the spot is. And the issue is we have a fire hydrant that the commission's going to have on private property. But the fire hydrant is currently out of service. We need a fire hydrant in that area. There aren't that many in the western end of the county. So we're going to replace the fire hydrant that's there. We have explored moving it elsewhere, but where it's at is the optimal space. So we're working on an agreement with the landowner so that the public has complete access. But
Good.
I almost forgot to report on that.
That's all right.
That's sorry, Ed. Move to adjourn?
Second.
Properly moved and second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.